Hey y'all, I feel like blogging or vlogging this evening, and I'm doing some food, making some food for the week and at least the next couple of days. Today we have some mushrooms. The water is being boiled for the rice, long grain rice, and this chicken. We are gonna go with 700 grams of diced chicken breast fillets. We'll fry it up together with these mushrooms. Afterwards, we will be adding some of this Tesco sweet and sour cooking sauce. Not bad, not bad. And given that there is the whole kilogram of rice, we can cook it up maybe like 200 or 300 grams, which will double more or less once it's cooked. And that way we will have some nice dinner. Today is Sunday, and definitely lunch for tomorrow, and I would assume another couple of meals. Together with this, I'll also add some broccoli. This is our fruit and veggie drawer, really packed, really full. And this is broccoli right here. So I will steam it in the microwave. So that's it. I'll unwrap it, I'll wash it up. Our mushrooms are going. Tell me in the comments, what are you making for food today? And also for the next couple of days, if you're doing a bit of a food prep like ourselves, I have explored and discovered that adding some beans to sweet and sour chicken with mushrooms is very nice, and it also adds more protein, so more or better nutrition. So pinto beans, chickpeas, and haricot beans in salted water. Water was drained, and I will only add it at the very end once the chicken is cooked. Again, this is not a groundbreaking recipe, but that's just for you to remind that people actually cook food at home. And I think it's such a big temptation. Go and eat in the restaurant and essentially have it done for you. But we all have our financial plans and needs as well as nutritional needs. So let's cook our own meals for as much as possible, as many times a week as we possibly can. This is our plan right now, and this is our route right now. So I thought, why not to share it? And that might be good motivation for some people who also want to either buy the property or maybe do the career change. Whatever it is that you need, save up for, you can get there, but you have to be persistent. Persistency is the key, and persistency is what sucks the most. So only the strongest will survive in that sense. Mushrooms are going. Let's reduce the heat for a bit, and then we'll add up some chicken. In the meantime, I'll show you the chicken. 3 of these packets were €9 total, 350 grams. You can check out my other video, which is essentially food haul in Lidl, where I, in one video, walked in the shop and filmed it, and in the other video, I simply showed you at home how much I paid for what. And my cat also joined me by, sniffing a couple of packets and being there. Water for the rice is boiling up, and this is pretty much like real time that I'm doing things, more or less. So things are happening fast. This whole meal will take me probably 15 to 20 minutes to make. The only thing is the rice, because this is brown rice, and we all know that brown rice takes a bit longer. So cover and simmer over a low temperature for 15 or 12 to 15 minutes for another 5 minutes before serving. Allow the rice to stand because it kind of expands a bit more. So yeah, we're looking about 20-25 minutes food prep time, and that way you'll have some food for maybe about 6 or 7 servings, I would say. Right, let's put the chicken in. This time I bought the diced chicken. It's going in, and you are going in as well. Wobbly but in. Here it goes. And let's do the same with another packet. Be always careful with the knives or cutlery that you use against the raw meat. You know, you have to put it to wash now. Never ever use it for anything else to cut after. Right, so look, chicken is going, this water is going. Today is all about very fast and easy cooking. Usually I would cut up my own chicken, but not today. We have a kitty, hello. Just washing up these packets and wash up a bit better in a minute while I'm holding phone now in one hand, and we can just throw these away. Wash your hands better than this, but I will wash after I'll put the phone. Right, so the logic here is I don't really want to season the chicken right now. I don't want to add any paprika or any spices at all. I want to brown it up well, so I will put the temperature up to 8, and that will make that brown layer. Then we will reverse it, make it same on the other side, and eventually we'll add up the sweet and sour sauce. I know there is a bit of sugar and stuff like that, but you know, if you're using this amount of sauce for this amount of chicken, and then you'll be adding vegetables and stuff, it's, you know, reasonable enough. Wouldn't be our daily food, but again, today we're doing this. So this is what we have so far. The water is more or less boiling, and I will put the rice in. I usually rinse the rice, and sometimes I don't. So today I didn't, and so what? Right. Looks about enough of water, good amount of water. Our chicken is going. Look, all the rest is quite self-explanatory, so I will show you. And right now I'll just let it cook for a bit more. As I'm waiting for the chicken to brown up, I'd like to talk about a couple of things. And first of all, this card, Thinking of You, is here on the table. And unfortunately, one of my best friend's mom passed away just recently, a week ago. So I am organizing the card from myself and the classmates. So, you know, just that note to say that we are here for you, we care for you, and we want you to know that you're not alone. And also I'm thinking to organize like a hamper, to send a hamper, and currently I'm just figuring out whether, you know, person would rather appreciate almost like financial support over that kind of decorative stuff like flowers and a hamper. So that is to be determined. But as you know, I'm a psychotherapist and counselor, and you know, I work with people at all the different stages in their life. It could be grief, or like going through the PhD or master's degree, lots of different scenarios, or maybe somebody who is like changing work, transitioning. Lots of different topics I'm covering in the sessions, also doing the couples therapy and all that. But the point is that life is really fragile. When things are going well, or we're so busy that we don't even get to realize that one day the life can be just like gone and over. You know, it's not just about telling your favorite person, your partner, say that you love them. It's not just about that. It's about, say, you as a family unit doing what you always wanted to do. Would it be getting married, having kids, buying your first home, or traveling, or cooking together, or maybe going to the coffee shop and having like tea or coffee on the weekend mornings? I'm just saying that the words itself, they're just words. It's more about actions, isn't it? So, yeah, sad. Really, really creative and like strong, interesting woman have just left us for good. Somebody who was not even 70 and somebody who was just like absolutely full of life. So that's just like, again, like it's shocking, something that none of us expected, and also the son didn't expect. Of course, the death comes unexpectedly all the time, or most of the times, but it can be extremely traumatic. So my message to you today is to reach out to mental health professionals, psychotherapist, counselor, psychologist, or after all, a friend or a family member, and talk out about the things that are bothering you, and don't just bottle it all up. Thoughts in between the cooking. Now let's check what's happening with the chicken. Here it is, partially cooked, and it's gonna be brown. See? Nice. There we are. There we are. Nice and brown. I've cooked this a couple of times. It's one of my, I'd call it like a kind of like a cheat meal, because it's like sauce with some sugar and stuff like that. So it's a cheat meal, or what I call a takeaway that you can make at home for a fraction of the cost, and yourself, it's just chicken. Oh, another thing, very important part. I actually don't like, well, I would eat it, but it's not my favorite. When the chicken is even in these kinds of chunks. I like when the chunks are way smaller. So I have these chicken or the kitchen scissors, which I will use to chop it up. Yourself. I know that some people may say that, oh, you will, I don't know, damage the Teflon or whatever. I know it that it can happen. But sometimes I just want to eat, so I don't know what to say to you. I'm trying to be careful. I know you can chop it up beforehand, but it didn't happen. My point is, make out of life, do what you have to do to be where you have to be, basically. Days like this, tomorrow maybe I'll have more time or mental capacity to be actually approaching this with a knife on the chopping board with a beautiful apron on. But today it's like pretty much a lazy man's job, and that's also fine. If I wanted, I could just go for many minutes and go small pieces. I think it's so nice. I love when the veggies and the meat are chopped up like really finely. When they do like what's the word, pulled beef, pulled pork, like that kind of strips. I really like that kind of format. The downside with this kind of cooking is that the mushrooms are now becoming super small, shrinking up. So I decreased the heat. We will put the lid on soon, and we will just leave it, just leave it for a while. But if you ate it like that, this is super healthy. It's almost like it's steamed up. There's only tiny bit of oil and some mushrooms like left to the water. Extracted the water, so yeah. Here you go, see. I got some assistance from the side, and I am given a wooden spoon. Put some like for me, or heart in the comments for the wooden spoon. Absolutely. Sustainability. Not bad. I would still chop it up way smaller, but again, this is like the dreadful task, I know what's the difference, but like it's just nicer. Because like I don't like to load a massive portion. I like to kind of start small and just add a couple of extras as I go. Okay, this should be fine. Maybe my favorite person will do some more chopping. We'll see. Rice, rice, rice. Rice is going. Once the chicken is cooked, I'll be adding the beans, and then the beans will go in, and then the sauce will go in, and then everything will come together nicely. See, cooking at home is not that hard. But look, guys, I will actually leave it at this, okay? Just want to say look after yourselves and cook your own food, look after your health, enjoy your Sundays and the weekends and the weekdays, and I'll chat to you soon. Bye bye.